What's good? Welcome to part 9 of the Mega Man X2 Weapon Master run, where the entire arsenal is put to work as it steadily becomes available. Stay tuned for commentary after the gameplay. If this video's been entertaining or helpful thus far, I'd appreciate it if you boop the like button. That one little click will let YouTube know that you enjoyed, and it will help spread this video to the correct audience. Yeah, there was nothing noteworthy in the stage itself, so... Oh my god, let's address the elephant in the room immediately. Oh, fuck this guy. Let's see here. Has spontaneous outbursts. Check. Weird speech patterns and awful grammar.
The circuits!
Check. Extremely violent and unhinged. Check. Impulsively fucking stupid. Oh, double check. Yep, that there's a certified Twitter user if I've ever seen one.
I've crushed 10 cans sturdier than you, X.
Oh my god, why do you talk so freaking slow?
Because I haven't activated murder mode yet.
Wait, what?
Murder mode activated, motherfucker.
Who the fuck thought he was named after violins?
Violence, son!
Obviously, the last video marked the end of the weapon analysis segments, but I guess the incoming meat of this section may compensate for that with extreme abundance. I'll save my violent rant for a bit later. Let's offset the negativity with the best part about this stage, the ability to finally cut loose with the full arsenal, silk shot included. It's the perfect playground to put everything to the test, especially when there's no right or wrong way to traverse the area. It's more common to use charged speed burner over the giant spike pit to cheese it faster, or just hug the ceiling with air dashes to increase your safety. But just because it's faster and safer doesn't mean you have to do that. Going the more risky but technical route with Crystal Hunter is viable, and it's a good example to keep in mind when considering where else in the game you could freeze weaker enemies for platforming. Silk Shot saw ample usability here right out the gate. It's not meant for raw power, but for controlling your environment even better. X2 has many fragile enemies, so you're rewarded with being strategic on where you decide to fire it. You'll see more of it in Fortress Stage 2, but remember that the extra video after the final stage will provide further showcases of its practicalities. Let's not forget to support our remixers for today. Once more, no one is new to shout out, but do support the artists if you feel inclined. You'll find direct links to their work in the video description. Now, onto the shameless Twitter user who tried to cancel me and ultimately failed, despite his spontaneous nature. How can I describe Violen without saying that he's an absolute bastard that should have his face next to the definition of RNG? Well, nothing's coming to mind because it's true. Screw this guy, for real. I'm sure the tryhards out there are scratching their heads on why I'm seething at a boss who could easily be cheesed with the charged bubble splash, but just staring at him menacingly. And my rebuttal to that is, if you're not damaging him, be quiet. Obviously, my commentary in these videos are not geared towards a casual, more laid-back playthrough. There's no conceivable way to consistently fight him unscathed other than harboring pure faith, to hope and pray to whatever god you praise that this wrecking ball doesn't land somewhere unfavorable for you. And if you're an atheist, I'll pray for you. Let me stress something here before I continue, because I know a lot of what I'll say will be taken out of context or just misunderstood. Understandably so, based on how I've been phrasing myself and how I will be phrasing myself going forward. Despite his RNG, Violen never puts you into a precarious enough position to where it's impossible to dodge a spike ball. There's always a way out if he catches you off guard, because he's a reactionary boss, not one with a defined pattern, and if there is one, I don't know why it's taking decades to be public knowledge. Seriously, if someone does know this dude's pattern or a more consistent way to dodge the ball, please comment and help a brother out. Watching my outtakes prove this though. I was still getting hit because of not reacting fast enough, and the replays give insight into how I could have avoided those hits. But that's where the flaws seep through more in this design. Reactionary boss fights are some of the best ones because the RNG will simulate a more realistic battle against a sentient opponent, sort of like fighting against a human opponent. It's especially prevalent in the Zero series. However, when your window of opportunity to escape is so narrow in certain situations with Violen's spike ball, it makes getting out of this unscathed a lot more difficult than it should be. The constant pressure you're under will cause you to slip up and make mistakes eventually. The only thing I could say that makes dealing with him easier is that the random placement of the platforms can screw Violen himself up, similar to how he was destroyed in my successful take. But I was still unlucky here because there are situations where the dumbass will trap himself there and leave his entire bottom half exposed for free damage. If you get opportunities like that, savor them. As much as I want to go on a longer breakdown and expound further, no one's gonna care about the nitty gritty, and this is 10 times longer than my usual breakdowns already. And I don't care for talking about or discussing this freak ass any longer than I need to. Violen just leaves you in a bad mood with that smug expression, those big ass Mickey Mouse fap hands, and that godforsaken ball of disrespect, so yeah, I don't even feel like regurgitating the usual end of video call to action nonsense. I'm done. I'm gonna go chill out now. Maybe play some Kingdom Hearts 365 days of recoding my booty cheeks or something. I don't know, man. Wait, what the hell did I just say?